Let's get right into it, previewing the game tomorrow for the Pioneers. Let's show you the road ahead for the men. They have the number 2 seeded Cedarville Yellow Jackets tomorrow, 7:30 at Cedarville. The Pioneers are seeded number 5. Let's show you the AMC tournament schedule for the next upcoming week. The Pioneers again tomorrow at 7:30 go to the number 2 ranked Cedarville Yellow Jackets. Number 4 seeded Malone goes to number 3 seeded Roberts Wesleyan. That is also tomorrow. The semis are Saturday. Whoever the 2 winners, obviously, in those games will go to the higher seeded of the 2. And that is Saturday to be announced. Next Tuesday is a championship game when the Pioneers will go to, or not the Pioneers, whoever will go to Walsh on Tuesday. Let's go, Mr. Cooney, talk about tomorrow. Last time these 2 teams met, it was all about Caleb Maxwell on the inside for Cedarville.
A guy that, only put up 4 points the whole season and in one game puts up 25. And that's something you just cannot have. Beat you down on the block. And Pioneers really just let him run around and do whatever he wanted. You have a guy like a team like Damon didn't have that presence. They look for that, but you don't have that big man. But when you got a guy like Maxwell, pretty big dude, he's solid down low, get inside to him. We saw it all game long. That second half, the Pioneers just squandered that lead away, and they just did not match up well against them. For a guy like that, just to run away with the game.
And he did well on the offensive glass as well. He was able to create many second and third chance opportunities for this Yellow Jacket club.
That was the biggest problem for the Pioneers. When you're the leading rebounding team in the NAI Division II play, you cannot let a team out-rebound you by 13. That's how Cedarville won this game. Second opportunities, 20 offensive rebounds in that last matchup at Cedarville. Out-rebound the Pioneers 53-40. That's something you cannot have, especially with a guy like this. As we said, the guy only is averaging 2 points per game, and then he comes in, puts up 25 only on the whole season, only playing 8 minutes a game.
He had 22 points all season long, and then goes out and gets 25 points. But that's not the only thing that can sting you if you're going up against the Yellow Jackets. Their outside shooters, especially guys like Foote and Harner, can really give teams headaches, especially for a team like Point Park that plays that 2-3 zone.
And you saw Damon take advantage of that 2-3 zone in that first half on Saturday afternoon. Really just lit things up from beyond the arc. And you take a look at the guys, you brought up Harner and Foote, but guys like really, they step in off the bench and put up pretty good numbers as well. Harner, 58 points against the Pioneers in the 2 matchups. Foote putting up 44 points in 2 matchups. And these guys carried this team in that first matchup. The Pioneers ended up winning that game in overtime, but they got back into it, Cedarville, because of that 3-point shooting. And just phenomenal days from those guys from beyond the arc. And
in clutch situations as well. You saw Foote hit a game-tying 3 to send the game into overtime with less than 10 seconds left. These guys can do it all over the place. He said it's not just Foote and Harner. Those are their 2 big guys. But you guys got like Kohavi coming off the bench, Hickman coming off the bench. Really, they are a really good shooting team, especially at home.
It's all down the line. And the Pioneers are definitely going to have trouble. And you're the number 5 seed. You're going on the road the whole way through this tournament, 0-6 at Cedarville, 2-7 in AMC or road games in the playoffs there. So it's going to be tough. You're going to have a tough crowd like that. And you mentioned they shoot very well, 46% from the field as a team on a whole. And then from beyond the arc, 35%. They got guys that can shoot in the 40 percentile there from beyond the arc. And it's just going to be a tough match for the Pioneers. You might see them go man-to-man early on. We'll see what happens, how they want to match up with that.
The big thing for me, 0-6 all-time at Cedarville. This is probably going to be one of the last times that these 2 teams face up against each other, because Cedarville is moving on to the NCAA level. So unless they meet in non-conference play, this might be the last time. Last shot for the Pioneers to go out and beat them on the road. There's something big happening on campus here for this game. Let's show you the viewing party for the game. Cedarville will have live video of this game on their website. Come to the ballroom tomorrow. Doors open at 7:15. You can watch the first round matchup between the Pioneers and the Yellow Jackets. Live video courtesy of Cedarville, and you'll be able to hear myself and Aaron Cooney give you all the action live on the MSA Sports Network. All of that right in the ballroom of Lawrence Hall. So make sure you get in there, pack the ballroom. There'll be free food, free everything for all of you fans out there. You guys did a great job on Saturday in the game against Damon, one of the best home crowd that I've ever seen Point Park ever had. So now, Mr. Cooney, I'm going to put you on the spot. Are the Pioneers going to get a win in the first round of the AMC Conference playoffs and go and play on Saturday in the semis?
This past Saturday, the coaching that we saw from Bob Reger, I thought was very clutch. Making the changes necessary and calling out plays that they really needed. I think they're going to outcoach Pat Estep of Cedarville. And I think the Pioneers can pull this one off and move on to the second round here.
I like it.